I wanted to keep it light today. Um, let's have a little pep talk. Because I know sometimes going through this stuff can be hard. And I believe in you. I know you can do this. And I want you to think a little bit differently. I'm making these videos to give you those tools so that when you have those struggle days, you can look back, you can fall back on real simple things to help pull yourself out of it. But I also want you to look at success a little differently. Success isn't necessarily that you climbed Mount Everest that day or that you made $1 million or that whatever it is that you think of as success. Some days your success is getting out of bed that day. Some days your success is just surviving the whole day. Some days your success can be the smallest thing. You brushed your teeth, you took a shower, you went to work, you ate food, you drank water, whatever it is. We've got to start celebrating those small successes. Sometimes that's really hard to do. Sometimes it feels like no matter what you do, you're just a giant mess. And I'm here to tell you it's not true. It's your brain telling you that. It's just your brain telling you that. Inner drill sergeant, I call it sometimes. You know, sometimes we go through depression because of a loss of a loved one or a loss of a job or a situation. A lot of us are just coming out of being on lockdown for COVID-19 here in 2020. And that isolation can be really rough on people. Some of us have maybe chemical imbalances. Some of us suffered abuse as a child or even later in life. And maybe that PTSD is sort of contributing to that stress and anxiety, that depression, that whatever it is you're experiencing. Just know that when your brain, when that inner voice, when that part of you that just doesn't want to say nice things to yourself, it's wrong. It is wrong. You've got to understand that just because you have that voice in there, and that's part of why we're covering meditation and this stuff, is so that we can recognize when that voice pops in, and we can just instantly shut it down. And that's a big step to moving forward with depression and anxiety. Just because you've got that little voice in your head telling you these stupid things doesn't mean that they're true. So we have to learn to tune that voice out, shut it up, and put better thoughts in our heads. And I know you can do it. We can do this together. I've suffered from depression most of my life. I Some days have been really hard. Some days I've barely survived. But I'm still here. And you know what? You can do this. You can do it. You've got this. Sometimes, we go through those really, really dark nights. And just know that every night has a morning. Every night has an end. You can make it through this dark night. You can move on. You can find those happy moments. And I want you to think back. I want you to really do this. I want you to think back and think of a happy time, a time that you were happy. And whenever, just think of the happiest memory that you can possibly bring up. And whenever you're really stuck in this moment, really look for that memory and just sit with it. Experience that happiness that you had. And just doing that is going to help lift you up. It's going to help build you up. And it's going to help pull you out of this mud that you're going through. I believe in you. I know you can do this. I know you can. You can do this. I'm going to keep making these videos as much as I can. I'm going to try to give you every trick you can possibly have in order to fight this. And I'm going to fight it with you. We can get through this. We can build ourselves up. And we can be better. I'm telling you, you can really be better. We sometimes, like I said, we just struggle. And that's okay. It's all right. It does not mean that you're failing. It just means that you're struggling. So I want you to know that I believe in you. I'm here for you. And I'm trying to give you every trick and tool that I've learned over the last 20-something years to keep myself alive, so that you can keep yourself alive. And that you can find those joyful moments. Because they're there and you can feel them. And I know you can do this. All right? I'm Chad Rushing. And hit that subscribe button so I can give you more content. So I can give you more things to help you. All right? I'll see you next time.